the godly decision, and then there's this thing called flesh that has our decision. And because we stand in the middle, because we have Christ in us, but we also got the world on the other side, we find ourselves making a safe decision.
Come on. Come on.
So we find ourselves right in the middle because the middle is comfortable. Y'all don't want to admit it.
Come on. Come on.
The middle is
sis.
safe.
Amen.
Right.
The middle make us feel like we're being obedient because we did a little halfway righteous thing.
Whoa.
The middle keeps us sane.
God.
And the middle makes us think that we've made a sacrifice because mentally it took a tug of war for us to stand in the middle, but yet our sacrifice never made it to the burning offering, the burning altar. Amen.
Yes,
Jesus.
That's good. That's
So there's been a demand, there's been a decree, as we see in Revelation chapter 3 with the Laodiceans, or the church of Laodicea.
Yes. Yes.
So in the text, we see the Father's response to the Laodiceans. Somebody say, that's me.
That's me.
Y'all ain't saying nothing.
Come on, come on.
Y'all lukewarm in here anyway. So
Yikes.
y'all come to church.
Yikes. Come on.
Preach.
That's
so we
real.
find ourselves making lukewarm choices just like the church of Laodicea or the Laodiceans. So the first response that we see from Jesus is that he calls them to a place of evaluation in verse 13. He calls them to a warning. It says, he who can hear, let him listen to and heed what the Spirit says to the assemblies, the churches. Somebody say, that's me on the church, because if the building will just be a building, but we the people make the church. Y'all hear prophets say that all the time.
Right.
So the church with no people is just a vacant space.
That's it.
Yes. Come on.
So he says, to the assemblies, to us, to y'all, to me, to we.
Yes.
So we must first understand here, as verse 13 reveals, that God is speaking to the people that can hear. The prayer warriors, the intercessors that says that they hear from God, that
That's key.
they know what God is saying and they know what God has told them to do. So he's speaking, he said, those who have an ear. And then note the source. He says the Spirit. Everybody don't know the Spirit. Everybody doesn't know that the Spirit exists. Everybody is not correlated and aligned with the Spirit. Everybody doesn't even know that the Spirit moves, that the Spirit burns, that the Spirit dictates, that the Spirit commands. People don't know this. So it said those who hear the Spirit of God. So he identifies us yet again. So it helps us to understand that God isn't speaking to sinners and stragglers and sorcerers, but he's speaking to the apostles, the prophets, the bishops, the evangelists, the doorkeepers, the ones that sit on the pew, the ones that he's speaking to everybody. He that has an ear, let him listen.
Jesus.
And if you look at verse 14, Jesus speaks the Laodiceans' language. He speaks our language. Say, he speaks to me. He speaks to where I can understand him.
Understand him. Yes.
So he speaks and he says, and to the angel of the assembly in Laodicea write, these are the words of the Amen, the trusty and faithful and true witness, the origin in the beginning, and the author of God's creation. So if we first look at Laodicea, Laodicea means the rights of the people. So that sounds like my way.
That sounds like
what I want to do, how I want to do it, how I feel. So Laodicea means the rights of the people, but Laodicea was also a place of wealth. They were very, very successful in their banking, in their trading, in their businesses, and in their profession. But one of their problems was they had so much focus on earthly things that there was a weakness in their commitment to the Spirit.
Say so.
Say that again.
We know how to trade. I'll do this if you do that.
Whoa.
We learn how to work our 9 to 5s.
Yes.
Our bank account is balanced. It may took a while, but it's balanced. It may be in the negative, but it's still balanced because everything is paid and you're waiting for the 15th and the 30th
Talk to us. Talk to us, prophet.
You learn how to do that thing. Like,